in the Lacandone jungle, it's very likely that there is a lost city that is out there. So there's a city that's never been found. People have thought that they found it. This is like an artist rendition of it. This is called Lacam Ha. Maybe it existed around 600 BC.
Where's this today?
Well, nobody knows where Lacam Ha is. But this map over here, this is the Lacandone jungle. This is south of Palenque in Chiapas, Mexico.
Okay.
Just west of Guatemala.
Okay.
Out in the jungle. So this city of Bonampak that's over here that I have pinned, that's a very small necropolis that probably about maybe 20% of it is excavated and on display. And near Bonampak, they know that there was a city that was involved with them. There was one city called White Dog that attacked Bonampak and like ran through Bonampak, killed their leaders and everything. The city White Dog has never been found. The city Lacam Ha has never been found in the Maya world. So, but there is a lagoon that's in the center, that's in like the north center area of the Lacandone jungle. So like Lacan Ha, Lacandone, it's the same kind of Lacandone Maya people. So it's called the Lacandone jungle. So the local indigenous people, they call this giant lagoon right here, they call it Lacan Ha, which is very similar to Lacam Ha. So the only difference is the N and an M. But nobody has been out to this lagoon before. And a body of water like this in the middle of the jungle, I mean, it's...
Nobody's been right there.
Except for local Maya people that live there. There's no photo you can find of that lagoon lake. It's like a giant lake. There's no photo. Nobody's ever walked out there, and that I would guess that's.
We gotta pull this up on Google on the Earth, Google Earth.
Yeah, I can do it right now. You want me to do it?
Yeah, can you do that?
Okay.
That's insane that nobody's ever gone out there.
Oh, dude.
Or at least nobody's ever documented going out there.
Yeah. Oh, we're about to get. Here's a drug plane that I found out in the.
Whoa,
in the jungle. This is the jungles west of. So this right here is the uncharted jungles of Guatemala, where they know more cities are.
Can you zoom out so I can get some better context of where we're at? Oh, okay, I see.
Okay, so where we've been talking about Palenque is right here.
How did you find that drug plane? Just randomly?
Yeah, I just like systematically like scour the area like through GPS coordinates. Like I go in straight lines looking down to see like if I were to go out there, what do I not want to come across? So just as some reference, here is Palenque. This is the jungle of Palenque, okay? Here's where those 300 some odd structures are. This is actually the full scale of the city that was unexcavated, all right? That jungle is literally nothing when you look at the other Maya jungles. So right here, the entire center part of the Yucatan is, I mean, look, there's no cities that really like pop up as you go in. There's these main little cities. Out here, this is uncharted jungle, uncharted jungle, uncharted jungle. Then you come down into Campeche. This is uncharted jungle. There was a city called Ocomtun that was found right in maybe this area, about 37 miles deep into the jungle. I think it was Ivan Sprach that just found that city. The lower part of Campeche is completely uncharted. The northern Petén jungle in Guatemala, look, there's almost nothing that pops up.
That's dark green.
Oh, it's dark green. This is where some of the earliest sites in Maya history are going to be in this deep jungle. Even the things that pop up like Dos Lagunas, if I were to zoom in here, there isn't actually anything here. There's an airport. There's an airport, and this is probably like this could be like a wildlife research institute. This is where some of your colony beekeepers, people who study bees. So if something gets out, it doesn't like immediately attack the local community. Like there's all kinds of stuff like that out there. The vast majority of this is completely uncharted. So recently there was a LiDAR thing that made news that showed 60,000 structures that were found in the jungle. So
this is right where we were just looking?
Yeah, it's on the southwest side of where we were looking. So this is like an artist rendition kind of the LiDAR scan. They like beef it up and give you an idea of what it would really look like. Uh-huh. Okay, to give you an idea of how little we know, we did not know about those 60,000 structures until within the last several years. They run LiDAR scan over it. And then when they do LiDAR scan, they realize just how much is out there. Okay, I'll show you because a guy that I know went out there and did a Google Street View of the city. He walked out there. Okay, so here's the entire jungle. All right, this is where the city is. Just right here. Look how far in that is. I'll measure it real quick.
Some guy mapped all those roads with a Google camera?
Yep. Well, yeah, like by hand,
Right. Like the cars typically have them mounted to the roof, but this guy was carrying one.
Yeah. And so from right here to about right here, 5 miles into the jungle. That's it. And we had no idea that 60,000 structures were there. So we click on, I was actually a little bit further. So maybe it's like 4.5 miles. So then we come in, we click right here.
Stop it.
And now, look at that giant pyramid. This is probably 60 feet tall, and there's a temple at the top of it. So you can see the stairways coming through.
Holy fuck, dude.
These are in the center of the jungle. This was only 5 miles deep, bro. Look at how much is uncharted. Look at that. All of that is uncharted. All of that is uncharted. Even the western side of Belize, it's all uncharted. There's stuff like that everywhere, bro. Everywhere. Literally everywhere. It's okay, so down here, so let's go back to Bonampak. So there's actually a street view here at Bonampak too, and you can get an idea of...
Dude, how do these guys do this with these street view cameras?
I don't know. You get like a 360 camera.
You just hit up Google and like, I'm going to walk out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. So this is from inside one of the tombs. These are the murals on the inside of Bonampak.
Dude.
So some of these depict, this like obviously depicts, so I stood here in January. So some of these depict the...
wow, look how glossy that is.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. I'm trying to get one that's like on the outside, out in the middle of the courtyard. So just the courtyard has been excavated. Yeah, so look how giant this stela is compared to this dude. And this dude's close to the camera. Like when you're standing up next to this thing, you're like this tall. And so this thing is massive. So this is like the big wide open plaza. Here's some of the, but look at how massive this pyramid is. And those murals are in there. Now this is a somewhat less impressive city, but off in the jungle, like you walk out to the tree line and you peer off into the jungle, there's more pyramids out there. Like nothing has been, literally nothing has been excavated here. So in these murals, it depicts the city of White Dog attacking Bonampak. It also depicts the city of Lakum Ha. Well, you come and look down here at Laguna Lakum Ha, you click on the photo, there's no photos. Okay, I've tried to Google it. The only photo I can find is like somebody who flew over in like a Cessna and took a really blurry photo a long time ago. There's nothing else out here. I go on Street View, of course there's nobody out here. But there are villages of people that live somehow somewhere near here. This is something I want to track down at some point. But they called this place Lakan Ha.
How far can you punch in on that without losing resolution?
Yeah, I can go real close.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So if you look around like the edges, there's nothing you can find?
No, I mean, okay, I'll show you here. Okay, I'm just going to go on a rabbit hole for like 2 seconds.
How wide also is that body of water?
It's big. Here, let's look. So let's do like length.
Yeah.
So it's 1.5 miles.
Okay.
Yeah,
wow.
It's 1.5 miles, and then what? Maybe like a quarter or 3/4 of a mile wide. Yeah, exactly 3/4 of a mile, basically. So it's a huge body of water. So this very likely fed a community nearby that is not Bonampak. I'm guessing Bonampak probably got their water from this river right here, and that there's very likely some civilization, some city, maybe the lost city of Lakum Ha around here, but that's as far as anybody knows. So that's something I'm going to track down one day.